What is going on, guys? My name is Pure Noble. Thank you for coming to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about the new perk Slipstream that came in with Black Ops 6 Season 2. We're going to be talking about what the Slipstream perk is, how to get that Slipstream perk and how to unlock it, and if it's any good to actually use in Warzone or multiplayer. Alright, let's get started. But before we get into the video, I just want to do something a little bit different. Normally this is the part of my video where I tell you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I wanted to think of a way or an idea to be able to give support to my fellow content creators, my fellow Call of Duty content creators out there. And what better way to, rather than shouting myself out to like or subscribe the video, I want to shout out another channel. So I'm going to start with the Rick. So the Rick is at 30,000 subs. Overall part of his content, what he really likes to talk about is exposing a lot of people who 2-box, a lot of people who VPN or reverse boost for easier lobbies. And he also talks about some of the drama scene that happens with Activision, some of their wins, some of their losses, and kind of gives his own opinion and feedback on it. So, a lot of his videos are very interesting, has a lot of characters to them, and I think he means very well when he talks about the Call of Duty situation, how it's helping the community, how it's not helping the community. So if you guys got a moment, please drop a sub to the Rick channel, take a look at some of his content. I think you're going to really enjoy. And if you do want to be that next content creator that wants to get shout out in these videos, this is my way to pay it forward in supporting other content creators out there. Just drop a comment down below in the video and hopefully you'll be the next one I pick. Alright, anyways, let's get started. Alright, if you looked at my previous video where I talked about how to unlock the Marksman Rifle TR2, the Shadow event is actually going to be the same way that you would unlock the Slipstream perks. At least one difference with the TR2 Marksman Rifle, you actually have to complete all the challenges to start using this, but just to use the Slipstream's perk, you only have to complete one of the challenges, and for this one is in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, where you get to have 5 kills using a melee weapon. Very easy challenge to do. Just go into one of the face-off maps, and the maps are gonna be small enough for you to get those melee kills in. So the Slipstream perk is a fairly easy perk to understand. Essentially what happens is your base speed of your character is gonna be able to increase at the cost of losing your attack sprint. The Slipstream perk is going to be considered a red perk, and you're only able to equip that red perk in your perk 3 slot. So I am going to be showcasing a couple of minutes of that gameplay with the Slipstream perk active. If you do want to skip to the rest of the video, I'm going to leave the timestamp in the description below. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my original opinion, and this is before fully using the Slipstream perk, so this is out of pure ignorance, is that I thought the Slipstream perk wasn't gonna be as good. Like, I was so used to slide canceling over the years that not having the attack sprint ability to be able to move the way that I did move, I thought it was gonna feel clunky. I thought it was gonna feel slower. I felt like it was gonna be MW2 movement, but just slightly sped up. But upon using the Slipstream perk that you see in this match right now, it feels smooth. It honestly feels smooth. It reminded me of very good like boots to the ground situation, like the OG Call of Duty fights. And I think this is what J God said when he first learned about the Slipstream perk, is that he's supposedly thinking that Activision is testing the idea of removing tac sprint. And I think the Slipstream perk is a good way to remove tac sprint but still keep that speediness in Call of Duty. And honestly, if they actually did do that, I'd be totally fine with it, because I think increasing the base speed at the cost of losing that tac sprint, it balances out players who specifically only use movement for their kills rather than their aim. I think removing the tac sprint removes the ability to move the way that players move now and bring it back to boots on the ground, where it comes to whoever has the better aim wins. And it still has that small combination of still being a speedy Call of Duty rather than it being slowed down like they did in MW2. So whether they keep it or not in Call of Duty, I totally don't mind, because I love the idea of really going back boots to the ground and really focusing on aim and angle and positioning. You know, just coming from, this is coming from also a movement player too. I enjoy the movement that came after MW19 and I was totally fine with it. But if they reverted all of that and slowed it down just a bit, but not too slow like MW2, like I said, I'd be totally okay with that. But if anything, guys, that is my verdict on the Slipstream perk. I hope you guys learned about it today and are planning to use it. If you did already use it, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? And what do you think about J God's suspicion about Activision testing the Slipstream perk? Do you think it's a good idea? How would you feel if Activision decided to remove the tac sprint in future Call of Duty titles? Let me know in the comments below. And if you did enjoy the video, guys, please drop a like on the video. It helps the video tremendously on the channel. And if you do enjoy the content overall, please sub to the channel so that you can stay tuned for more videos coming out this year. All right, Noble out.